challenges for the week of February 9th through the 15th. So the challenges will be the 10th through the 14th. The first challenge is to conduct a heuristic evaluation on a website page of your choice and identify at least 3 usability issues using Jacob Nielsen's heuristics. There are other frameworks in here. I think they're all good. But I'll go to the bottom here and I'll show you what I'm seeing close to the bottom. So this is in the takeaway section, but it does say one of the more popular ones is Jacob Nielsen and Rolf Mulich's heuristics. So visibility, system status, match between the real world and system, user control and freedom, consistency standards, error prevention, so on and so forth. And they're very good. If you're not familiar with any existing heuristics, this is a really great place to start. This may not be the end-all, be-all, but it's really well-known, reputable person wrote this article. It's used fairly consistently. It's very well thought out. But that's not to say you couldn't use another one. And what I would suggest is reading through these if you don't have a lot of experience with them and understand them. And if any of them seem unclear, dig a little more deeply. So maybe go do a Google search on Jacob Nielsen's flexibility and efficiency of use in the usability heuristics and see if there's additional content that helps you understand them. Once you've done that, then go to the site that you've chosen to do this on, the page you've gone to do this in, and just scan the site and see if anything shows up. Something like error prevention, you may have to interact with it a bit, but it could, if something happens right on load, it could be an issue right away. But most of the time you have to interact with a little bit to get that to show up. And maybe pick some of these that are interesting to you and work looking through sites until you see them broken or until you understand them better. And then it's just a matter at that point, you've done the analysis, you found the points, but doing screen captures, somehow annotating them, putting them in some sort of document that communicates that's whether it's Miro, Figma, Google Docs, and articulating what you found, the impact of it, putting recommended changes in. But I would really focus on understanding these first and then scanning and finding 3 or so that really stand out, document them. And then if you feel like that didn't take you enough time, you still have a little bit of energy, maybe go look for a few more. But this should be a really good resource. I'll provide the link the link is provided here as well. And again, look for sites that may represent people you want to work for. And if you don't know who you want to work for, then just pick different sites that seem interesting. But one of the big challenges of being a designer initially is that you go to take jobs in areas where there's a lot of work. So it would be finance and things like that, where there's a big demand for designers and especially technically minded designers. But then later you may decide you want to work for not-for-profits. Well, now may be an opportunity to work on both of those. So when the time comes, you can show off the great work you've done for not-for-profits. So good luck on this challenge. I'm looking forward to seeing your work.